to another episode. My name is Bertrand. I'm the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. My channel is really based on confidence and clarity, getting yourself back together, reinventing yourself, especially when you get out of a relationship, because you're going to be trying to figure out what the hell is going on and what happened. Like, you're going to be confused. Now, confidence is key in helping you actually accept whatever happened and actually moving on. Today is a reaction video, and this one comes from the beautiful Samantha Lee. Now, she was asked, how is dating for her? Now, before we get into this clip, I gotta ask you guys, is she looking to do business, more business, or is she actually looking for romance? Next, just something to think about. Wife, companion, fun girl, or gold digger? And is there anything we can learn? All right, let's check her out.
How long have you been divorced?
So it's been like a year and a couple months since the actual finalization, but we had a very contested situation. It was not a quick situation. So, it was a long, very long process.
How does dating look like?
You know what? I like dating. Dating has been fun. Dating has been interesting. I've learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about other people. I've enjoyed dating. What I will say is that with a child, absolutely ups the ante, makes me extremely picky. So pickier than I was even prior to getting married. Extremely picky. And I'm very big on leaning in, or I've learned to lean in on my discernment. When it comes to the people that come into my life, I literally getting on a call with somebody and feeling my spirit, like literally praying before the call and be like, okay, God, let me know if it's even something I need to be even going out to or doing, and I will say no. Like, I'm good with cooking at home, watching my shows and doing my thing. Like, I'm good with that. So I would say, is it fun? Yes, I've enjoyed the dating process. I've learned a lot about myself in the dating process. I did date somebody seriously after situation, after my last situation, my marriage ending. And that was an interesting process as well. But I would say, it's a process. What I will say, sorry, y'all, I'm long-winded. Is that I think when you start dating after a divorce, you date with the intention of making it work because you've been trying to make something work. That's what you're accustomed to. You're accustomed to trying to make something, you trying to make this work. But sometimes you try to make it work with the wrong people and you can end up wasting your time.
Yeah.
Man, oh my gosh, look. This woman is a life coach.
Like literally praying before the call and be like, okay, God, let me know.
Right. She's coaching women on how to stay in their relationships and what to do while they're in those relationships. Meanwhile, she's giving women the wrong advice, or she's not following that advice herself. Why am I saying this? Because when I heard Tyrese say she's the best actress he's ever met, I'm actually starting to see it. I'm actually starting to see why women are so unhappy in these relationships. It's because they're deceiving each other. They're lying to each other. For instance, she said that dating is fun.
I will say no. I'm good with cooking at home, watching my shows and doing my thing. I'm good with that.
Well, damn. I never put fun in the category of having to go and pray before I get on the phone with somebody. That's not fun, right? People usually pray when they're asking for things, right? I wouldn't put that in the same category as fun. Also, her being more picky. Well, that kind of goes with everything we hear in this space when we say it's harder to please an older woman. Watching shows and cooking, that doesn't sound like fun dating. Telling guys no, or giving people reasons as to why you can't show up, that doesn't sound like fun dating. Right now, what I understand, or what I hear when I hear a woman say that she's having fun dating, for instance, let's put this on me, right? Let's say if I'm having fun dating, or let's just say any person, any man having fun dating, you're going to hear the highlights, why it was fun, what was happening, how many people were you talking to, what type of interactions were you having, was there a lot of intimacy, was there any intimacy involved? Those are the things that make it fun, right? Her saying that she was praying, watching TV shows, cooking, like that just sounds like a wholesome woman, not somebody having fun dating. This also shows that it's harder for women to date as they get older because their standards go up. Now, it makes all the sense in the world for her to be more picky because she has a child, right? So now she has to be conscious of the man that's actually around her daughter. The problem is she married a A-list celebrity, which means the spotlight is always going to be on her in some way, shape, or fashion. Now, the spotlight is not going to be as bright as it is on her as it actually is on the actual celebrity, being Tyrese. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't make any sense, but this is something that we constantly see when it comes to older women. Now, I have all the respect in the world for an older woman, especially women who are willing to tell the truth, but it just kind of shows why dating or marriage is actually hard. Her and Tia Mowry are actually kind of like in a very similar situation. The only difference is Samantha cashed in, right? She got Tyrese. Now, Tyrese, whether you like him or not, the guy is extremely popular, extremely rich. He has R&B songs. He has movies, right? Like, to go down his list of accomplishments, like, you're not gonna find that many men who are as accomplished with as much money, which means she gets a lifestyle that she doesn't get. Now, I know Tia is the reverse of that, but Tia is probably more like a B-lister or a C-lister, only because she's really popular for Sister, which she did a very long time ago. Right now she's just a host, and she probably is doing other things, but she's not in people's eyes. Like, people aren't like, what's similar about these two is they gave up their men for nothing, right? Meaning there was no real issue other than the fact that they probably just got bored, or they had the wrong people or person in their ear, not realizing, I'm going to go ahead and say it probably was a man that they were interested in, and that maybe that man showed up after so many years, got in her ear and got her to like change her mind and see what actually happened. Imprints are real and imprints are deep. Now, what we actually see here is pretty privilege or life on easy mode, right? What I mean by that is, I don't know if Samantha really knows what an expensive car note is. I mean, she probably knows now, because if she's getting the child support, right, and she's actually having to pay bills, she may start to get mad, like, dang, I don't want to spend this much on that or that or that, but not realizing she isn't the one making the money. She's the one receiving money, and she didn't really have to do that much. I mean, compare that to what Tyrese had to do to make all of those millions. She didn't have to do shit. The crazy thing about this is she is attractive. Me and Tyrese cannot be the only people that think that this woman is attractive. I actually didn't know who she was at first, but then when I figured out who she was, I was like, damn, okay. Well, if we thinking about categories, wife, companion, fun girl, gold digger, well, this woman left a man who is an A-list celebrity because of why. Like, the reason isn't really clear, except for like I don't know. I don't even know why they broke up. And that part isn't important. What's important is Tyrese is out here confessing his love for this woman, while she's out here acting as if she's a great coach, somebody to talk to about relationships. And maybe she is, because experience really does trump inexperience. So with that being said, reinvent yourself. Better mind, body, and finances. How do you do this? Read some books. Increase your improve your personal skills, right? Become a new person, read some books, meditate, use affirmations. They work. Right now, they don't work immediately, but what they do is they refocus your mind on whatever your goal or your task is. Let's call it your life's purpose. Your life's purpose or your life's work. That breaks down into two things. You're a creator or you're a helper to a creator. So don't look down on that. Also, exercise, be active, get out, move around, do things, get your body in motion. I believe exercise helps you stay healthy or become healthy. Now, of course, you got to change your eating habits, but that's a whole different conversation. Next, to improve your finances, which Tyrese has already done, right? And Samantha Lee, she's already done. Now she can just kind of add on top, at least for the next however long it takes for her daughter to grow up to 18 or whenever that child support stops. Hopefully she's investing that money in something, right? Hopefully she's investing in herself, but only time will tell for her. Now, with that being said, I want you guys to adapt to dating. Right? This is not about being scared of women. This is not about complaining about women, because I love women, right? But I realize that it's a lot of bullshit going on out here, right? A rotten apple can make you sick. So you have to choose wisely. You have to. But at some point in time, you got to make that decision for yourself. I'm just here to kind of shed some light or lift the veil so you can see what's actually going on. This is why I continuously say enjoy the hookup culture, aka stripper culture, because that's what we're living in. Everything is transactional. Now, I believe that she's actually looking to do business on a higher level, but she isn't finding it. So maybe she is looking for romance. I just don't think that it's going to be easy for her to find it, because now she is jaded. She has gone through situationships, friends with benefits, flings. I actually believe that she may be exhausted, and that may be the reason why she's staying at home, watching TV shows, cooking, praying before she gets on the phone with someone, giving people reasons as to why she can't go somewhere or show up. Like that doesn't sound like dating. I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like having fun dating, right? It sounds like maybe she's trying to hide something, but that's not for me to decide, and that's not for me to judge. I got to ask you guys this question though. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you're watching these videos, you are becoming a better version of yourself. That means you 2.0. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.